Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fighter Get Knocked Out. Let the record show part 2. She already dropped part 1. It went crazy. Exposed Claressa. And then Mrs. Shields, aka known as the GWOAT, aka Clarenzo. What Wallow call him, the Dominican Claressa. That's a Dominican man that lives within Claressa. Clarenzo, Shields, the $15 million offer. Claressa just dropped hers a couple days ago, and now we got Laila Ali with part 2. Playing no games, but before we dive into the reaction for part 2, the ladies gotta get instructions from the referee on this channel, known as Blade. Talk to the ladies.
You better wake up. The world you live in is just a sugar-coated topping. There is another world beneath it, the real world. And if you want to survive it, you better learn to pull the trigger.
Soon as you get in that firing zone, and I'm saying that because hopefully they go out there and throw them hands. But let's break it down. Let's get into it without me yapping. Ladies and gentlemen, part 2 has been dropped on All Hallows Eve. It's getting spooky. Shit hot. Let's go. Talk to us, girl.
Just as I promised, I'm bringing you part 2 of Set the Record Straight. Now, if you haven't already watched part 1,
Hold on, what the hell going on in the background? Oh, they disrespected. Damn, you disrespected your daddy. She got on the same lipstick as Ali, ladies and gentlemen. That picture disrespectful. And I don't give a damn if your daddy, you painted that with your daddy when he was alive and thought it was cute because it was daddy-daughter day. You don't show that shit to the world. Got Muhammad Ali wearing lipstick. That picture is diabolical. You should have kept that shit to yourself. And then look at Laila Ali lips. The same lipstick color on her father in the back, talking about this is artistic view of my father. You should have kept that shit in your closet. Disrespecting the great in front of the world. Hell is going on with Laila. That's a strike on your ass. But let's continue. But she up in this battle though. I ain't gonna lie. Laila is up, ladies and gentlemen. Laila up 2 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. But tried to fight back. Tried to fight back in the last round with the last video was Claressa Shields. She was pumping her a jab, but when she was throwing a bunch of punches, Laila Ali was bobbing and weaving, dipping and diving, showing her defense. So round number 2 was competitive, but I edged it towards Laila Ali. And now we got the 3rd round, part 2, Laila Ali. Let me stop yapping.
I suggest you go back and do so you'll understand why I needed to go to these lengths to lay the truth out once and for all. For years, I've been characterized as unsupportive, as being a hater, envious of her success, and as someone who disrespected her so badly.
Oh, see, Laila Ali is sticking to the points. That's what she started off of. Claressa said, you never supported me. And then the first video, Laila Ali went back and said, no, when I was working on the all ladies sports, talking about the combats and talking about all sports in general, I said, look, there's this young black girl. She didn't say that to the boss, but she said it's this young black girl from Flint, and I want to put some shine on her. She could go to the Olympics and win twice. That's huge. So let's shine that light on Claressa. And then she went over there breaking down the lie that Claressa said she'd been trying to tear her down. So that's a check mark for Laila Ali. So that's why I gotta come pay attention to this story here with Fighter Get Knocked Out, because I'm gonna break it down the real way, not the right way. I mean the real way and not the right way, because the right way in today's society is wrong. So you gotta go against the right way.
Now in part 1, I discussed the past, what was said from both of us on both sides. I showed the brunt of what came out of each of our mouths. Nothing was twisted, nothing was taken out of context, just the truth of what was said. I also showed how she...
All I see is lipstick on Muhammad Ali. That's disrespectful, ladies and gentlemen. Why the hell would you put that up in front of the world? Her last video was at almost 500, 500,000 views, ladies and gentlemen, 500,000 something. And this one is going to jump up too. And then you put a picture of Muhammad Ali. Hold on, what's going on? Who's backing Laila? Who put this up? Who's the promoters? Who's the editor? Who's anybody? Who said that was a good idea? I find it disrespectful, ladies and gentlemen, for what Ali stood for and what he represented. Then they got lipstick on him behind his own daughter. Maybe I'm tripping.
She even tried to use my father's name to discredit me. Pretty unthinkable. Hopefully you went and watched the full versions of the clips I shared in part 1, just as I suggested, because they're on YouTube. Now I want to take just a second.
Ooh, what is this? Oh my she's fly. The classiest response ever. She a real one, Mr. Johnson, 9091. Stay retired, don't come back. Your health is more important. Pereirides. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. That's Rivera Aristides. Shout out to RIS. There we go. Then we got JC626. A woman just embodies intelligence, control, elegance. Mrs. Ali, your new nickname is the example. With a little clap. There you go. And then look at her smile. And then look at her right there, just a smiling. There you go, Laila Ali, ladies and gentlemen. They saying she the example. See that picture right there with that Laila Ali KO? Hey, you can put that on the cover of the boxing book for the ingredients on how to beat Claressa Shields. And you heard it here first. That's the cover of the new cookbook Laila Ali is about to produce to the world. And she gonna have the ingredients inside to whip up a great meal to defeat Claressa Shields. See over here, fighter get knocked out. Creativity, imagination, but intent is gonna get you to the promised land. Let's get back to it.
To thank those of you that left supportive comments. Even if you judge the situation wrongly and see the truth now, I understand how it may have seemed.
I'd be appalled. Goddamn, I ain't got no water in my cup. What the hell? Bobby Boucher will be mad as hell at me.
Multiple people have reached out to me privately, sharing their experiences, and are so relieved that someone finally exposed the truth about how she operates. Now, I know you know my style by now, facts versus feelings. Like I said in part 1.
Not in this society. You can't be saying that in this society. We're gonna give a damn about your facts. My feelings are more important, so damn what you talking about. My feelings, I gotta lay down at night with myself. And what's gonna take control? Feelings. I'm gonna go comatose with feelings over here popping up in my head. All negative, by the way, because those is the entities outside of the flesh that's supposed to be doing that to you. Until you put up your blockages, that's why you gotta hop into the spiritual war or the soulful war, because the spirit has been corrupted. It's been infiltrated. That's why you gotta tap into the soul now. But that's a whole nother story. That lipstick is diabolical.
I'm not about the he say, she say.
Yeah, none of it is. Oh yeah, facts. I'll be going on tangents. Facts over feelings. Laila Ali saying this is the talking point and this is what I'm exposing. And these are the lies that she's telling me.
I've stayed focused on.
She got the nails matching the dress. There you go. She's saying, nah, hell nah. The first video was crazy. And I'm going to show y'all how to coordinate an outfit. Oh, Laila Ali. She was over here pumped up. She's saying, yes, I was born in that era where Eddie Murphy put out Boomerang. And once I looked in the mirror and I started to put on my clothes and then I headed out and I went to the nail salon, I said, you know what? What the hell can make my outfit pop? What I got to do for my outfit to go crazy? Then she tapped in to John Witherspoon.
Coordinate. Most people don't coordinate. So you got to coordinate.
Yes, and that's exactly what she's doing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to the video because I will always have my fun.
On the exact allegations that were made against me, and I showed you the directly related receipts. Now, part 2 is about the present. She always repeats the same tactics, just in a new situation.
That's facts. I covered the breakdown. If y'all go look at the last fight, she tried to expose Laila Ali. One of them, she said, oh, nah, she said that her daddy would never want me as the GOAT because he's the GOAT. And then she pulled up Laila Ali saying in the interview, nah, me and my dad, I told my dad about it. We thought it was cute. We laughed and said, go ahead, girl. And so it was like, okay, so that didn't stick. And then she went on to say some more. I'll tell you, Laila gonna say it. But y'all gonna be like, he talked too much. Play the video.
We're dealing with the same person who plays the victim card, makes up lies, deliberately twists my words, and creates a false narrative. Look, she fooled the public before, so she feels like she could just keep it going. Now, before I get into part 2, let me just remind you who we're talking about here.
All clips included have been edited down for time. Full versions on YouTube. Ooh, they probably gonna go back to the Fight Hype because Fight Hype got all this, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Fight Hype. They got 2-something million. I'm on their ass. That's why I'm like Fight Hype. Oh yeah, I'm on y'all. Let's get it, champ. And what I'm at close to 16,000 subscribers, and I want to appreciate everybody for rocking with Fight to Get Knocked Out. We over here moving on up in the algorithm to that 1 million subscription and beyond, turning into the algorithm itself. That's what we talking about. So I'm on their heels. They at 2-something mil. Right now I'm about to be at 16,000. So yeah, it's gonna be a great story. So y'all hop on the bandwagon. Well, damn the bandwagon. Y'all hop in our car, our truck, so we can go ahead and get to our destination, a good life.
Jump right to it since you brought her up.
Off top, you heard the interview. That's a good little snip and a play right there for Laila Ali. I have to keep pausing because I got to break down each situation to make it make sense. You heard the interviewer, a situation in Laila Ali. Let's talk about her since you brung her up.
Laila Ali.
Always knew that.
Jump right to it since you brought her up.
Since you brought her up.
Laila Ali.
Always knew that Laila was intimidated by me, you know, and she may have not ever said nothing, but I always knew that she questioned who was the better fighter between me and her.
She ain't never said none of that. She sat there in the Breakfast Club and sat there and told the world, I don't see nobody in boxing right now that's skilled or talented enough that'll make me come out of retirement to fight. But what the hell is she talking about? How can she sit here and think that you're better than her when she sat there and said, these girls ain't possessing nothing? And then Claressa, in the same breath, said, I was the #1 fighter. I was the champion at the time. So you're telling me I was nothing? Yes. So how can I be hating on something when I see you as nothing? Huh. Wow.
Because I have a better amateur background and now a better professional background. So I know that she always kind of felt a little threatened, but
I think she's projecting.
From when I first met her, I always knew that, you know, she don't love boxing.
What does being the GOAT mean to you?
Of course, it got all the accomplishments and, you know, all the belts and everything like that. But it also means, like, to me, just making a blueprint for the women that's coming up behind me, the original way.
You know, there's a lot of girls who use boxing to promote their with their modeling career.
That's what you're supposed to do, and you're doing it currently right now. Where the power, praise, and beauty fight back, Claressa Shields, right there on the magazine, doing exactly what she said, talking out the side of her neck. That's what the word I was looking for. That's what the elders would have said. That young gal, you know, the elders, they'd have been like, that heifer is talking out of her neck. I know how the old folks talk.
For the women that's coming up behind me, the original way.
You know, there's a lot of girls who use boxing to promote their with their
other hustle so they can make some more income. God damn, what the hell you talking about? The same thing you doing right now. Oh yeah, Laila over here cooking.
Career.
Oh, what do you know? Oh, her modeling career. What is this? Then Claressa gonna come out and that's not me modeling. I just took a picture for the magazine. That's gonna be Claressa, her response. Or she gonna, y'all just hate a young black woman for Frank going out, making a name for herself, and y'all just like to hate on us. She can spin that narrative too. It's about who the targeted audience is, and you gotta tap into the people trigger points. That's what I'm learning. Oh, I'm about to be a menace. But in a positive way. It's always a negative and a positive to every and anything you look at. You can go read the Kabbalion, the 7 Hermetic Principles. Better hop on the pendulum and just start swinging.
Or something, but I use boxing for boxing, and it promotes. And boxing is my brand.
See, Coca, there you go. That's what we talking about. Boxing is her brand. There you go, representing boxing. So I can see what she talking about right there. Where power, praise, and beauty fights back. You gotta fight back for the Lord, because they will attack your image.
It's just like
at 106 in sports. Ugh, I hate that damn show. They got nothing but trash on there, ladies and gentlemen. Boo. Hell nah. They need to put me on there though. Facts. God damn it, what the hell she got on over there looking crazy. And I think that's when she went out there talking about y'all be eating BOOTY and I'll be eating spinach. Like, what? And then you got to insert, what's his name from Russell Westbrook. It was like, what are you talking about, man? Crazy work. But wow. Papoose is her handler, and she trying to get to that upper room. That next step is making sense. It's all falling in line. All this started happening under Papoose's watch. I'm just saying.
I'm not trying to use boxing to promote something else to help me with something else.
I'm really building a blueprint where I can tell other girls, like, listen, if you do this, this is what can happen. Yeah. If you build your brand like this is the direction that it can go. If you build it like that, it can go this way.
Hold on, we got to say it like SpongeBob. A few weeks later.
I feel like I just want to get, like, somehow, if it can be figured out.
Ooh, with this picture right there with Claressa, and we talking about trying to get to that upper room, those look like Capitol outfits. And I say the Capitol off of the Hunger Games. President Snow thought I looked cute wearing this. Just to throw that out there. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the Hunger Games. Let it fly, Everdeen.
What is it that the brands look for in an athlete to where I get the $20 million payday to represent, one of these big brands or something like that? You have
to be handpicked. Y'all heard Cat Williams when they said Mike was climbing in the tree. That's the ones at the top who can turn you into a superstar overnight. I like her. Just go ahead and pick it. That one right there, I like that one. Flint, Michigan is next to those Great Lakes. She has a great energy to her. Pick her.
have to have like I don't know if it's a certain look or a certain tone or a certain,
It's about what certain type of energy you putting out and what energies you can capture in your light. It's about dimming others' light so that light can worship another light and make you stronger, while the light behind you is just taken from you, ciphering from you, powering whole industry.
I think if you just continue to be you.
Of course, being like a great person, being a great role model. Marshall a bitch, that's it. She's a bitch.
Oh, damn, that was a horrible clip up. And you got to be a great role model for the kids, especially the little girls in boxing who want to see us be great. So we got to be a great example for those little girls and those little boys watching us grow up, showing them what to do in the sport. Savannah Marshall, a bitch.
Gold medals, bitch.
That's the same thing that happened with homeboy, what's his name from the D, from Detroit too. Big Sean. Remember Big Sean? He came out. Now I'm just on a positive tip, and I just want to show and give positivity, nothing but love and light to the world. And then the interviewer said, but your number one song out right now is I Don't Give a F About You. And then Big Sean closed the door. Like, I don't want to talk about that part. Like, it's just backwards.
That's it. She's a bitch, and she's gonna keep being one. She's a hater. She wish she was me. She wish she had the belts, the gold medals. And she don't want to be me. She wish she was black and everything. It's just sad.
That's why she's saying she's put them braids on. So Claressa Shields is saying every woman in the sport of boxing who put them braids in your hair and you go out there to go fight, you're trying to be black. If that's what you want to be, me. Y'all want to just not black, you want to be Claressa Shields, because Claressa Shields is her own. She not even black, she's Claressa Shields. It's like OJ. Goddamn, I'm OJ. You dig?
I tried to tell her in the past, brand deals don't come from pretending to be someone you're not. They come from character, integrity, and consistency.
Ooh, say it one more time, Laila. Pay attention.
It's just sad.
I tried to tell her in the past, brand deals don't come from pretending to be someone you're not. They come from character, integrity, and consistency. That
character, integrity, and consistency. Break it down. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the GWOAT of classiness. Laila, she be stinging. Ali. Make me introduce her properly. Hey, subscribe to the channel, because we're going to break it down the right way.
I tried to tell her in the past, brand deals don't come from pretending to be someone you're not.
Ooh, and that made me think in my head, brand deals don't come from being somebody you're not. And remember, Claressa, that's why she's saying this. She went out there saying, and then Laila Ali called her in a lie. Talking about, I'm over here telling these girls, you got to get your brand up. You got to get your brand up. And then it was revealed that that's what Laila Ali told Claressa Shields. Something going on here. We gotta look inside her head and take a look at her brain in our palm. Y'all remember Pirates of the Caribbean? Dead Man's Chest. Captain Jack Sparrow. No, when Captain Jack Sparrow was looking, no, I was at World's End when he was looking for the map for eternal life. And then one of the skeletons took the brain out of his head, looked at it, licked it, because he was looking for the peanut at the time. Yeah, that's what we need to do to Claressa brain. Take it outside the head and inspect it. Like, what the hell is going on with your thoughts in here? Because this ain't lining up. You're saying that you telling these girls that you got to go out and have brand deals when it's Laila Ali put that in your head. Ooh, Laila Ali could be the handler inside the head. We don't know nothing about on some CIA shit.
Come from character, integrity, and consistency. That's the work she needs to do. So while she's tried to paint my success beyond the ring in a negative light, the truth is I've accomplished what I set out to do in the ring, and I moved on to build a life and a career using all of my other talents. Now she's acting as if she's an expert on how to build a brand, mentoring others on it as if she has all the answers, when in reality, she's still trying to figure it out for herself. And she
got the idea from you, Mrs. Classy. She got it from you. We're gonna call her Laila C. Ali. The C stands for classy.
Doing this because she wants to figure out how she needs to look, how she needs to act, how she needs to talk, who she needs to become in order to make some money and get some brand deals. Okay, let's get into this. She's decided to once again call me out with a $15 million challenge.
Boom, that's what we're here for, Laila, because we want to know, are you going to sign that contract and get in the ring with Claressa Shields? Are you going to come out of retirement? Been retired since 2007, ladies and gentlemen. Will she get out of retirement to fight for that 15 million? Or will it be 20 plus? Will it go up to 40? Because His Excellency, His Excellenceness is going to come back to fight. This is what we want to know. Talk to us. But before you finish up about the $15 million contract, Laila Ali, to get that contract, you need to really pay attention the fine print.
Oh, that'll do just fine.
Ooh, spooky business, and it's All Hallows Eve. Ooh, it's getting crazy. Let's continue with the video. This shit hot. Laila Ali about to address the $15 million offer that Wayne Promotions with Papoose. I don't even want to call him Papoose. I just want to call him the handler. But I got to respect. We don't know that. Put some respect up. And I was like, damn, we've seen this in so many times over so many years. And you hear so many people breaking down what has happened in the industry. Crazy work. I'm seeing this in real time. This is crazy.
She's using the same playbook as last time, taking something I said, twisting it, and turning it into a false story, then going on a PR campaign to promote it. Let's take a look at how this all came about. I recently co-hosted a historic women's boxing.
Oh, that was a firefight right there. If you, oh, damn it, this is the other channel. Yes, I caught the live play-by-play. It was going down Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor won that one. This is the third time. This was their trilogy fight. Katie Taylor won this fight easy, hands down, no competition. Wasn't there displaying her defense, keeping her head off the line, touching up Katie Taylor in an all-women's fight card from Jake Paul MVP Promotions. So shout out to Jake Paul. He doing his thing when it comes to the ladies, getting them to that next level, getting them that paper, getting them the recognition, because the ladies being there thumping them, ladies and gentlemen, they don't be playing. They said, we only got 2 minutes. Well, I only got 2 minutes of play time, and they don't give a damn. They'll go for it. So shout out to Katie Taylor, Miss Undisputed herself. And Katie Taylor is from Ireland. So shout out to Ireland. And recently just got the IBF title in the welterweight division for defeating Patty Donovan. You got to give it up for the Irishman and Lewis Crocker. So right now, Ireland, they got a man and a woman as champion. They got the man and woman. They over here taking over Ireland and trying to take over the rest of the world. So shout out to Ireland, shout out to Katie Taylor, shout out to Lewis Crocker, and shout out to boxing, because not one individual fighter is bigger than the sport. We just enjoy the fighters when we have them. That's what we talking about. Let's get back to it. Layla, you got to get in that ring so we can enjoy it, gal. And that 40, she in her prime right now. Layla ready. And she been over there working out for 8 years, ready to put the beats on anybody who ready to sign that dotted line. The contract we just seen a couple minutes ago. Alrighty, let's get back to the video, ladies and gentlemen.
Boxing event on Netflix.
But I gotta stop pausing and talking because I have to make it make sense. It gotta make sense.
The Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano trilogy fight in Madison Square Garden. Millions of viewers tuned in, and they were
Oh yeah, that was Ramila Ali. Who was this
great
one?
match.
Damn, I forgot her name. Oh no, what the hell? That's Chantel Cameron. You better put some respect on her name. Yeah, Chantel Cameron. She went out there and did her thing. And Katie Taylor, she is the woman that in the headline who beat Amanda Serrano. And she had a fight. What's that? 2 fights. She had 2 fights with Katie Taylor. Won the first fight in her hometown, whereas they were in Dublin, Ireland. They was in Katie Taylor's backyard, and Chantel Cameron won that first fight, and then Katie Taylor retained her titles, defeating Chantel Cameron in the second fight in Dublin, Ireland. And then both of their ladies met on where they fought on the same card in the United States. So right here with her arms in the air is Chantel Cameron, and she's looking to try to make her way back to fight Katie Taylor for that undisputed title. I was there. Laila Ali, you didn't know, but we was working together. Hey, let's get it. Hey, Laila didn't know because I was calling the live blow by blow. I was commentating myself. That's what we do here. I fight to get knocked out, hit you upside the head and leave you with a live commentary concussion, a blow by blow that you'd never heard before. That's why I want Laila Ali to fight Claressa Shields so I can introduce him properly. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, she is the challenger, making her way and bringing herself out of retirement to let the Ali name run supreme. Ladies and gentlemen, the former women's champion of the world, making her much anticipated return to the squared circle, the chamber of truth, introducing Laila, she be stinging Ali, and her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She is the reigning and defending women's undisputed champion of the world. She holds the WBA, the WBO, the IBO, the women's heavyweight crown. Your reigning, defending champion, known as the GOAT, Claressa Shields. Go crazy with it, and then I turn into the referee. The fighters is making their way to the referee. Alrighty, ladies, I gave you instructions in the locker room. I expect a good, clean fight. What I say, you must obey. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves if you wish to do so now. Go back to your neutral corner and God bless. And then the ladies go back to their neutral corner, and then I'll be like, it's about to go down. Only time will tell the victim, and only time will tell the outcome. So y'all look into the description, subscribe to my other channel, my backup channel, because on this channel, I'm trying to keep it, ladies and gentlemen. It's spooky right now, but we're going to make our way through the woods and take it to the next level. Orderly.
Matchups on the undercard. Now, after the event, I did an impromptu interview.
Oh, Shadeja Green. That's when Shadeja Green put the beats on Savannah Marshall. And then, of course, we got Alicia Baumgardner, the one who walked so pristine outside of boxing and then get in the ring and put the beats on you. What the people call her, they like to call her Miss Alicia Baumgardner.
To discuss the fighters and how electrifying the night was for women's boxing.
Shout out to Andre Ward, but let me rewind this so y'all can hear because I've been talking a damn lot, but I have to talk like this to make it make sense. Sorry. Damn, I have to fast forward the whole thing up.
Everything. But if someone offers, the viewers tuned in. Act how she needs to talk, who she needs to become. Katie Taylor versus Amanda story, then going on a PR campaign to promote it. Let's take a look at how this all came about. I recently co-hosted a historic women's boxing event on Netflix, the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano trilogy fight in Madison Square Garden. Millions of viewers tuned in, and there were great matchups on the undercard. Now, after the event, I did an impromptu interview to discuss the fighters and how electrifying the night was for women's boxing.
And both of the ladies have so much to be proud of. They're both great warriors. And this is a big night for women's boxing. And hopefully it's just the beginning.
And she threw a 1-2 every single time, but that 1-2 was going like straight and she was already over here.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
But I know where you're going with it. We can easily pick either of them apart, right? But the thing is, I think Amanda was trying to just be busy. I'm almost done, guys. Last question.
Yeah.
Last one at Claressa Shield. There's rumors that you're going to come back and fight. What?
Hey, I ain't paying attention. Look at homeboy in the back with the suit. Soon as they asked him that, look at his face, look at his eyebrows. He was like, what the hell? Why don't you ask that question, man? Why y'all keep bringing up Claressa? We not even worrying about her. The only reason we talking about this because y'all keep bringing her up. We don't give a damn about a Claressa. That's the facial expression of what looks like to be the security guard of Laila Ali. Let's rewind it so y'all can see what I'm talking about. You see Danny right there trying to be suave and cool in front of the camera. Yeah, I'm over here protecting Laila, yeah, you know what I mean? So if y'all need any protection, take the card at the top. Shirt, call me. Security guard, top flight. Publishing and merchandising.
At Claressa Shield, there's rumors that you're going to come back and fight. What? Everybody's talking about it. You know what rumor I heard? The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call me.
Unless somebody got 15 or 20 million, don't even call me. And that's when Claressa came with the 15 million with Rain Records from the help of Papoose. We got the 15 million. That was Claressa.
Turkey has that money. Turkey's going to send
and he over here talking about Turkey. When he says Turkey, he's talking about Turkey a Sheikh, His Excellency. It's the king, the crown prince. And then we got the promoter out of Saudi Arabia, His Excellency. They give him all these fancy names and fancy titles, but with all due respect, he's just the promoter from Saudi Arabia.
Somebody calls me and says they have it, we're not even going to have a conversation. I'm not trying to come back and fight. But
and she doubled down because they asked her about it, and she said, what Laila Ali say? I'm not trying to come back and fight. Why are y'all trying to keep putting this on me? Y'all keep asking me, when you coming out of retirement to fight Claressa? You heard what Claressa said. I'm not thinking about her. I'm being a wife. I'm raising my children and I'm running my businesses. I'm a busy woman. I ain't got no time to be thinking about this. But if y'all do want me inside the ring, I'm gonna need 15 to 20 million dollars. And then I will think about it. Keyword, think. Let's get back to, I have to make it make sense.
Guys, last question. Yeah. Last one at Claressa Shield. There's rumors that you're going to come back and fight. What? Everybody's talking about it. You know what rumor I heard? The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call me. Turkey has that money. Turkey's going to send us. I said unless somebody calls me and says they have it, we're not even going to have a conversation. I'm not trying to come back and fight. But if someone offered that kind of money, I would actually have to think about it.
And then after that, she said, I'm not trying to come back and fight. But if someone actually offered me the money, I would have to think about it. I'm not trying to get into the sport, but if somebody offered me, I would think. She said nothing about going back to the sport of the ring and fighting. So y'all can just dead that right now. Hit the subscription because I'm going to break it down.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, what I didn't find out until later was that the questions that I kindly answered were going to be turned into a calculated headline created for clickbait.
Oh, you better believe it. Fight Hype gonna get the job done, ladies and gentlemen. They said I need my subscription and I got people to pay. Shout out to Fight Hype. It's a business, goddammit. Hell, you got to talk about, we got to spin things. Sort of like they do in that political realm. We got to spinning plates. We got to always own it. That's what happened. We need a story. Ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. We all seen Olivia Pope spin some plates. What show was that with Olivia Pope? We all seen Scandal. The wife had me watching Scandal. I was like, you got me watching. And then it got good. I said, oh, shit. Hey, the wife, that always happened with me and the wife. She'd be like, babe, come watch this. It'd be some HGTV shit. I'm like, I ain't trying to watch that. And I'll be sitting there watching it. It's like, damn it, you gonna love it or list it. Yeah, this shit hot. Like, so shout out to the wife. Goddamn it, and shout out to the wives. Y'all know how it go. Gotta love them.
Not the first time this has happened. Ever since I retired from the boxing ring, I've received offers to come back. Everything from exhibitions to fighting whoever I want and me.
Boom. She stated that, and I have to pause it. I have to make it make sense. And I will reiterate that because y'all be talking about he talked too much. Listen to what I'm saying. You rewind it, so I got to make it make sense.
Ever since I retired from the boxing ring, I've received offers to come back. Everything from exhibitions to fighting whoever I want and me naming my price.
Boom. Laila Ali. I think it was 2018, 2019. I think it was 2019. This is what she was talking about to promotional people, and everybody was coming to talk to her about coming back to the ring. She had thoughts of coming to the ring, and then COVID happened. And then once COVID happened, there's no more events, there's no more boxing. So that left her mind immediately. It wasn't no thought. She was like, you know what? This sounds like a good damn idea. Y'all come over here, talk to me. We can look at the figures and we can see if it's enticing enough to make me return to the ring. See what we got, because I got my businesses over here. I got my husband, I got my kids. I'm a busy woman. But how much money? You know, I can put it down to the wife and the babies. Y'all support me in this training camp and let's get this money. So let me know. And then everybody came to the table, and then out of nowhere, 91 Divock hit, and then everybody turned into heroin addicts, and then the world went dead, went silent. They said the oceans cleared up, the skies was clearer, water was tasting different. It's like homeboy from Hitch. What'd he say? It's like colors are not coloring, water doesn't taste the same, the food is bland. It's like, I think I have to whoop-de-wop. Y'all remember the movie?
Never really been just sitting around seriously trying to come. Ever since I retired from the boxing ring, I've received offers to come back. Everything from exhibitions to fighting whoever I want and me naming my price. I've never really been just sitting around seriously trying to come back to boxing. I have a TV hosting career. I speak on stages around the globe. I have successful companies that I own. I'm a wife, a full-time mom. I'm raising teenagers. I'm busy and fulfilled. During that,
everything that's fucking obvious. Like, that's what I be talking about. That's how you know everybody who's paying attention and trying to make her come back to the ring, they ain't lazy and they ain't doing nothing in life, ladies and gentlemen. She just broke down her whole life. She ain't got no time to get to no damn ring after being retired since 2007. So I'll just throw a number out there, and they so desperate and they want this fight, because you got to think about all the money that's going to be made on the back end and behind the scenes. So it's like, nah, we got to push this out. Put that money out there that we'd give her 40 million, but we're going to make 200 million.
In that quick fight blog interview, I addressed the rumor that the interviewer brought up. He had his facts wrong, so I corrected him and I said I wasn't trying to make a comeback.
Facts. We seen it. We just seen it.
But if somebody offered me $15 to $20 million,
I would think about it.
I would have to think about it. Who wouldn't? That's a lot of money.
You better believe it. That's like somebody coming on KSI talking about misfits. Just like, man, we need you to come over here. I know you're a little bit unknown on the internet, but I see you right now. You got the glow, you got the light. You're going to make your way, and you're going to be at the top of the sport, or at the top of the podcast in here in a minute. And I was like, you know what? Come to the table. You know what? I'll think about it. I'll do my push-ups. I'll go talk to Andre Ward. Hey, Andre got to train me, though. I'll go talk to Andre Ward. But like, look, I got to get ready for this misfits. I need you to come sit down at this table. They got some figures for me. Who wouldn't think about $15 million? Speak it, believe it, receive it. And yes, I'm throwing myself in there because I believe it and I deserve it too. But Muhammad Ali didn't deserve to be blasted in front of the world with lipstick on. The disrespect still gets to me.
But saying that I would think about it and saying I would actually do it is not the same. Words matter. After he posts the video, he starts sending my business partner text.
Fight hype here. Ooh, she blasting fight hype. Ooh, fight hype. Laila Ali got smoked with y'all asses too. Fight hype here. Our interview is performing exceptionally well and gaining viral traction. Regarding the Shields Ali bout, Claressa's team has increased their offer to 15 million. I'm confident I can secure 18 million for Laila. This represents a significant opportunity. Please let me know when you're available to discuss the details. Best regards. So that's fight hype over there talking back and forth with Laila Ali. And y'all be over here talking about it's just a little YouTube channel. This is fight hype here. That's a YouTube channel over here making $18 million offers. Hell you talking about? Oh, I didn't hop right in where I was supposed to be. Look at this. My palms are sweaty, but my knees ain't weak. They heavy. Let's get it. They strong. God damn it. Let's get it. Ready to drop bombs. I'm ready. And I mix it up. Shout out to him.
text messages, literally trying to negotiate a fight without my knowledge or consent, while at the same time my team was being inundated with a barrage of emails and text messages and calls from her team trying to make a fight. Now at this point, it started to feel like a money grab scheme.
That's exactly what it is. Fight Hype said, "Goddamn it, we got to make this poppin'. We got to get this money. And if that 18 million, shit, I hit some of that in my pocket, and I can probably do a purse bid." Fight Hype trying to purse bid for Laila Ali versus Claressa Shields, y'all. Trying to get the paper on the back end, get the purse bid so they can get all the paper. Fight Hype did it off the internet. Let's get it. Let's go. Fight Hype. Go subscribe to their channel. They're out here running that bag up. Let's get to it.
Next thing you know, about 6 days later or so, the same fight blog puts out the fake check video. You can go watch it on YouTube.
What's up, Laila?
And it's funny, this that little girl, but yes, the skit and everything is funny, but nah, hell nah, you keep kids out of grown folks' business. What the hell is wrong with y'all in society today? Putting wigs on the little kids and all that, this ain't none of their business. You know, this little girl ain't paying attention to no goddamn Laila Ali and Claressa Shields. That's them grown ass handlers in the background trying to get paid off their kid on the internet. But the skit is funny though.
You trying to fight? I'm the GOAT. I bet 15 million up right now. Where you at? Speaking of GOAT.
Look at this, he celebrate the check. Look what my man gave me, Papoose gave me this check. And look at Laila, just posted chilling. They got me in this shit, but I'm in it, not of it.
Have you tried my new GOAT seasoning? It's knockout blends with spices and herbs.
And soon as I open the top, you can just smell it. The aroma of the spices in the senses just hit the nostrils different. That's Laila Ali. The spices just hit different. And goddamn it, you can get this at Walmart or anywhere that food is sold.
Don't try to get quiet now. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Look, just go on about your business. Just mind your business. That's what's that? The First Prince of Bel-Air. That's the other one. That's Laila. Just mind your business. Just mind your business. And then look at Claressa saying, "Hell no." Nah. They low key roasting. But yeah, y'all better keep these kids out of grown folks' business. But we're gonna finish this because, like I said, I'm in it, but not of it.
Have you guys seen my new cooking show? Episode 2 drops on Friday.
Look, I got too much going on in life. I ain't worried about this woman just screaming in the back of my shoulder, trying to get my attention. I'm over here feet up, loving on my husband, enjoying this beach.
Meet me in a ring. Honey, I already got one of those.
She said, "Meet me in a ring." Hell no, I got one of those. You trying to get one from a married man already. I ain't got time.
You know what? I'll find somewhere else to fight.
Look, once they say that and show that off, that's the superpower. That's that Captain Planet. Y'all remember Captain Planet? They put the rings together. That's all the ladies got to go off. You was like, you want to get a pesty, belligerent, loud mouth person and be like trying to get you in a ring. Say, I don't need to get into the ring because I already got one. And it's like, oh shit, well, I ain't gonna pick on you. I'm gonna go pick on somebody else who that I can attack.
Who want a piece of me? Oh, my ears are ringing.
That was hilarious when I saw it, and that's exactly what's been going on. And you know what, Rosie, that's super talented.
Oh my goodness, maybe I'm just there. I'm looking at the world for a whole different things. You involving little kids and grown folk business, and then I'm seeing she got 113K followers, knowing damn well that these ain't kids. Well, probably some kids, but you know, these grown-ups is in there. You know how sick these motherfuckers is up in the world right now, and they say they got her following 405 with 418 posts. I see this as problematic, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and have your little funnies, but stay out of grown folks' business. This is wild work. To promote this on here and to have your daddy with lipstick back there, Laila Ali, this 2 strikes on your ass.
Talented young.
Like, ain't nobody getting a pass. God damn it, hell no. We here to restore the order. Y'all out here tripping.
Lady is a comedian. You can go check out her Instagram page. Now, that was her perception of the situation. She's actually a fan.
Well, she 9 years old from Detroit in grown folks' business. That's wild work. Grandma would have, Y'all out of order right now. Y'all tripping.
Both of us. You can go to her page and see that. She wasn't taking sides. She's just doing a funny reenactment of what she perceives to be going on. And this is
But why is children in grown folks' business, and why is the parents allowing children to be in grown folks' business? What the hell is going on? Oh my goodness, we ain't gonna get on that. I'm like, what the hell done happened? My people.
exactly why it's so important to me that we carry ourselves in a respectable manner, because young girls are always watching us. So while
see, that's what I'm talking about. See, Layla, let me shut my damn mouth and watch it, because remember, I ain't watched this. As soon as I see it, I clip it and I react to it. That's what we talking about. It was a message behind the madness. Now let me shut up so Layla, Miss Classy, can let off her message. That's what we talking about. We rocking with Layla, and Layla gonna get in there and handle business.
manner, because young girls have been going on. And you know what? Rosie, that super talented young lady, is a comedian. You can go check out her Instagram page. Now that was her perception of the situation. She's actually a fan of both of us. You can go to her page and see that. She wasn't taking sides. She's just doing a funny reenactment of what she perceives to be going on. And this is exactly why it's so important to me that we carry ourselves in a respectable manner, because young girls are always watching us. So while all of this fool
No, facts. And they watching and they paying close attention. Hands on your knees. Y'all seen that shit. Hands on your knees. So, Layla, you ain't lying, goddammit. But we here to restore the order and calling shit out like this and being of it instead of just talking about it. Change gonna come. Hey, Sam Cooke on your ass. Goddammit, a change gonna come. I go to the movies and I go downtown. People telling me no, hang around. It's been a... So shout out, that's my slap right there, ladies and gentlemen. Every time before I go live, I put that on with a whole... It's in my playlist. Before I go live, I just put my tunes in, zone out, and I'm about to go crazy. As soon as that Sam Cooke hit, I'm like, oh, let's get it. It's going down. Ooh, the part of that song, ooh. And what'd he say? I tell him, brother, help me, please. He dropped down to bended knee and asked his brother to come out there and help him. And his brother shunned him, turned his back on him. Oh, that shit hit me every time when I hear that line. And I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me, please. Oh. Let's get back to it. Damn. Shout out to Sam Cooke over here with these fake ass, phony ass, punk ass suckers.
Foolishness was going on. I was overseas on summer vacation with my family. She was once again calling me out, twisting the story of what I said on the Fight blog. Then she says it was another golden opportunity.
I was very shocked to still see her even.
Oh, yep. This was the build up when she was fighting that girl from from New Zealand. What's her name? Homegirl, she just last fought from New Zealand. Daniels or something like that. I forget. Was it Daniels? Something like that. The girl from New Zealand. Her last fight.
Speak of me, speak of me, speak of me.
There goes the twist. I did not speak of her or mention her. That we carry ourselves in a respectable manner, because young girls are always watching us. So while all of this foolishness was going on, I was overseas on summer vacation with my family. She was once again calling me out, twisting the story of what I said on the Fight blog. Then she says it was another golden opportunity.
I was very shocked to still see her even speak of me, speak of me, speak.
Wow. Claressa is obsessed with Laila Ali. This woman on vacation with her family, and you over here still thinking about her. She ain't worried about you. And I think this is where Claressa went out there and was looking wild as hell, lifting up her thing so she can show the tattoo of a married man. Crazy work.
Speak of me.
There goes the twist. I did not speak of her or mention her in that interview.
I've been let that dream go of fighting her a long, long time ago. But when I seen that, I'm like, you know what? Another golden opportunity to make a fight with me and Laila Ali. Got it? If she wants 15 million, we got 15 million. Take this 15 million and come get your ass whooped.
Do you think she even wants to fight you, or do you think that she just threw that number out there and just...
And see? And that's when you got to get on the vloggers and everybody, the interviewers and the reporters behind the scenes and all that. Clearly that woman said, I'm not trying to get into the sport of boxing. Y'all keep asking me this. And if y'all keep asking me, then I'm gonna shoot out 15 to 20 million. Then goddamn, that type of money, I would have to think about it. But before that, she said, no, I'm not trying to come back into the sport. So you got to get on these reporters for asking dumbass questions like that and to try to pit them against one another. That's all that is. The media trying to spin the narrative just like they did with Pac and Biggie.
Take this 15 million.
But to a smaller scale with Claressa and Laila Ali. Sprinkle in a little bit of Willie Lynch. And we got a recipe. And then we get people emotions involved. That's the Chemical X.
And come get your ass whooped.
Do you think she even wants to fight you, or do you think that she just threw that number out there just to save face?
In a way, sometimes I think she tried to price herself out, but it was like, it's better if she just don't say anything about that. You know, it's better if she say, oh, I'm retired, I'm the best, you know, be on that high and mighty high horse.
What you mean? She already told y'all that and y'all got mad at her for it. See, this is where Claressa be tripping. Yes, look at fight to get knocked out. I'm saying you tripping, sis. You wilding on this one. You still sis. You still the GOAT. You still the greatest. You still a 2-time Olympic, Miss Undisputed. I'm running shit here. But when it comes to Laila, you're just out of your league. But soon as Laila Ali, remember, Laila Ali was on the Breakfast Club, and what she said, I don't see no one currently right now in the weight division that I fight at, which Claressa said I fight at that division, and I don't see anybody skilled enough, talented enough to give me problems, or even I see that want me to go into the ring and fight them. And then y'all got mad at her for it. And now you're going out saying that you should have just kept your mouth shut and said, I'm just gonna stay retired. She did. The hell you talking about? She said, I don't see nobody who I can fight right now. I'm gonna stay retired. So you tripping, sis? You wilding.
In a way, sometimes I think she tried to price herself out, but it was like, it's better if she just don't say anything about that. You know, it's better if she say, oh, I'm retired, I'm the best, be on that high and mighty high horse that she's always on and stay on that. When you get off that.
That's another shade right there. That mighty, mighty horse. That's when the first time when she talked about in Oh Pretty Laila Ali, that was that insecurity in Claressa right there. She thinks she's high and mighty and pretty. So y'all know how that go. So that's another little dink inside, deep dwelling within that she will never try to reveal. Y'all seen that movie Insidious? She got to go within herself to go grab out the true Claressa and get her out that lockup. Go watch Insidious.
High horse, and now you realize that you're out. But it was like, it's better if she just don't say anything about that. You know, it's better if she say, oh, I'm retired, I'm the best, be on that high and mighty high horse that she's always on and stay on that. When you get off that high horse and now you realize that you're normal, because you are.
She knows she's normal. She just told you she's normal. You bringing her up while she's living a normal life right now on vacation with her husband and children. What the hell is she talking about? Let me know in the comment section if I'm tripping.
She wants to try to make it still seem like she's somewhat relevant in women's boxing.
Oh my gosh. I didn't
Laila, we right here with you. We locking eyes. Laila, I got you. That's why I'm pausing it the way I'm doing it, and I'm breaking it down the way I'm making it, the way I'm breaking it down, so I can make the people make sense. Because I know they ain't been following this. I know they ain't been paying attention. That's why I have to break it down like this. This is a 26-minute video. We are 10 minutes in, and I've been recording for 53 minutes. We have to make it make sense.
She wants to try to make it still seem like she's somewhat relevant in women's boxing.
Oh my gosh. I didn't mention her. I clearly said I wasn't interested in making a comeback, okay? But she's out here running her own storyline once again.
Living in her head movies. I told y'all with the first breakdown, she's living in her head movies, wants to be cool, but now in boxing, remember Claressa daddy said, you know that Laila, she just like her daddy, just like her daddy, and she's a bad woman. And Claressa, that's still sticking her head. My own daddy like your ass and supported you, and that's why I'm boxing. That's what she doesn't want to admit to herself. But that's why Fight to Get Knocked Out is here, because we here to clean up and heal and restore the order. That's what we're talking about, and break it down to a T. That's what I'm here to do. Subscribe. That lipstick on Ali is diabolical.
It was never gonna stop. Let me just say this. There is no way in my prime, with all the accolades, that I'd be trying to prove that I'm the greatest by being obsessed with fighting a nearly 48-year-old retired fighter who's been out the ring almost 20 years, while in the same breath claiming that she's irrelevant and she's untalented, while simultaneously coming up with $15 million for her within a matter of about 6 days.
Obsessed, I'm trying to tell you. Laila Ali, you live rent-free in that woman's head. I'm letting you know right now. Y'all remember when Tony Harrison was going on that run with Charlo? He was like, I'm living rent-free in Charlo's head. Right now, Laila Ali is literally owning real estate. Damn, rent-free. She owns real estate in multiple sectors and section of the brain. She over there got a little condominium right there in the hypothalamus. Just pulling up like, nah, Claressa hypothalamus, I'm gonna go pull up over there, go kick it right here, put my feet up. I'm just posting in a loft. Nah, oh, the pineal, nah, I got a penthouse up there, so I'm gonna go over there and kick it in the penthouse. What are you going to kick it to? Nah, they said it was a crazy ass after party living over there at the frontal lobe, bro. We about to pull up right over there. They said the goddamn spinal column got all of them pulling up the elevator. Just living rent-free in the head of Claressa Shields, ladies and gentlemen, is Laila Ali, sounding like Tony Harrison. Laila Ali is the Tony Harrison, and Charlo is Claressa Shields.
I'm just that better athlete. And I know in my heart, I would never lose to a sucker. He's a sucker.
That was the energy right there Laila Ali was giving off. Like I keep telling y'all, I have to make it make sense. Let's get back to the video.
Please make it make sense.
I haven't seen this video. This is my first time watching this video. I clip it and I react to it in real time. Man, we right here. I'm looking at you, looking at me. She got her little pose. I'm gonna do my pose. Like she do her pose, I'm gonna do my pose. You know, niggas that be rubbing their hands. Laila over there breaking it down the right way. Take that goddamn picture off your wall though.
So she continues on her one-woman show, proceeding to try to bait me out of retirement. She's on
White facts. Claressa Quotes, this is her ex. What a great weekend of boxing. Really motivated. Now at the real Laila Ali, I'm the greatest now. She's obsessed with this woman. I don't give a damn. Be careful what you ask for. You know I've been wanting to make you eat your words. So she just rent-free. It's been wanting. That means she's been thinking about her. Even though this woman told you, I'm not coming back. I don't see nobody I need to fight. I don't want to come back. I'm cool. I'm posted with my husband. I'm posted there with my kids and I'm running my businesses. What the hell? You not a better boxer than me. And at 175, I'll put you on your back. Been ready for you. Hashtag quote, hashtag Claressa Shields, hashtag Clarenzo. She clearly, that's the alter ego. Ooh, that's another thing. And that's another reason why I bring up the handler part with Papoose. Because right after that, then they start to get an alter ego. And then they always create somebody, a male figure within them to try to take over. So getting conditioning behind the scenes. And then you got to go back, like the movie I told y'all earlier. I got to make it make sense. We have to go watch the Hunger Games. Remember the victors, the conditioning, they call it hijacking. Y'all remember Hunger Games, they call it hijacking. And right now, she said you are not hashtag the quote and hashtag Claressa Shields. And I was talking about the alter ego, boom, with Papoose. And soon as she got with Papoose, and now she want to come out talking about I got an alter ego and the name is Clarenzo. Remember the whole thing to make it make sense to everybody. Beyonce put the parents down, start rocking with Jay-Z and turned into Sasha Fierce. And now she done turned into Becky. Make it make sense.
on social saying that she's the greatest now and she's gonna put me on my back. She's going on national shows spewing her usual narrative and saying that I said that if she came up with 15 million, I'd return to boxing.
You come on and say, oh, the rumor I heard is if Claressa got 15, 20 million, then I got your 15 million, now what?
Wow. Claressa needs to just bail out right now. She needs to go sit down. Y'all seen when we seen the swing when Kendrick put the beats on Drake with the battle? This is Laila's They Not Like Us right now. This is They Not Like Us. This is wild work right now, and we can clearly see, but we just broke it down. Laila said, I'm not trying to come out of retirement, but if somebody was to offer me money like that, I would have to think about it. And now listen to Claressa. She's living in her head movies. And dare I say it? I think I will. She batshit crazy.
Then I got your 15 million. Now you come out and say, oh, the rumor I heard is if Claressa got 20 million, then I got your 15 million. Now what?
And then she said that she was gonna sit back and then she gonna think about it. And if you want to take it there, she's thinking. Like what? Now she's in the process of thinking. Step 1 complete. Now we got to go through the check marks of step 2, and that's the thinking. And then step 3 will be my final decision. See, that's why we got to make it make sense. See, I got to make a shirt. I got to make a hat. I got to get some merch.
You call it a bluff. You call it a bluff, Claressa.
Yeah, and we are still waiting to hear a response.
What would you be proving by fighting and ultimately beating her if you went in there with her?
Just be proving to her that I'm a better fighter than her. That's all that really matters to me.
Do you realize now that this girl
She's
has been shadow boxing this whole...
Yes, Laila, yes. But let me stop. Hold on. Let me listen to Laila real quick.
Proving by fighting and ultimately beating her if you went in there with her.
Just be proving to her that I'm a better fighter than her. That's all that really matters to me.
Do you realize now that this girl has been shadow boxing this whole time? I'm not in this with her. She has something to prove, not me. This is in her head.
She's living in her head movies, and I'm seeing it and I'm breaking it down in real time. The reason Laila Ali and she wants to get into the ring and she wants to put hands on Laila Ali, it's because of where it stemmed from. Her father. In her mind, she thinks her father believes that Laila Ali is more skillful and the better person because her father herself told her when she was younger, Laila Ali, that woman bad, and she's Ali's daughter, and I've never had a son. You're my daughter, and I just want somebody to follow in the footsteps of Laila Ali, trying to be like her dad. That's what's wrong with Claressa, and I just broke it down right now. This shit is simple.
It's about the disrespect that she gives toward me. And
she ain't giving no disrespect to you. She looking out for you. She lifting you up. She putting you on pedestals. She ain't saying not one nasty thing about you. She's saying she don't want to come back to the sport. She's with her husband, her kids on vacation and running her businesses. She is living in, this is some wild work. The only thing that's thinking to my head is Mariah Carey. Why are you obsessed with me? This is wild work. Hey, she killed M with that. That shit had us rolling, ladies and gentlemen. She said your ass smell like Windex. And I see right through your ass. She had bars in that shit. What'd she say? She said, I'm the conversation. What the hell she say? She said some bars in there, ladies and gentlemen. I forget what it was. Oh yeah, you a conversation. I'm the whole press conference or something like that. She was roasting M. But that shit was crazy. And then M came back. You know how he do. But nah, in that obsessed with me, Mariah Carey killed that shit. And that's what I'm getting right now from Claressa Shields. We're gonna have to bump that. As soon as I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna put it on my ears. I'm gonna listen to Mariah Carey Obsessed. That's Claressa Shields.
I worked my butt off to get to where I am without having a famous father to get to where I am. And so
there you go. That's another little hater mark right there. First it was the pretty, then it was this up on the pedestal classy, and now it stems back to the father. My little lady, can you pour some water in my cup, please, baby? Thank you, baby.
Raise the bar for women's boxing. That's my issue with her. And if we were to fight each other in our primes, I would have still won. I would have knocked her out.
She got 3 knockouts on her record. Y'all ass ain't knocking nobody out. Stop the cap. See, I'm calling cap right there. She ain't knocking nobody out. She's 17 wins, no losses, or is it 16 wins, no losses with 3 knockouts. You ain't knocking nobody out, and you ain't never really just sent nobody to sleep. The referees just seen the accumulation of punches being thrown on the puncher, and the referee has to protect the health of the fighter because they ain't gonna do it themselves and then waved off the fight. You ain't just got sending people down on the ground like, oh, I just can't continue. I don't even know what happened 2 days ago.
Everyone knows this woman has not been able to bust a grape up until now. It's actually hilarious to hear her talk about knocking me out. She'd be better off saying she'd outbox me or she'd run me out the ring or something like that. But knock me out? Imagine that. No, really, imagine that. Look, I get it. She's obsessed with my knockout percentage. But at this point, She needs to stop
Laila Ali, 24 wins, 21 knockouts, put some respect on her name, clean her up. And then Claressa Shields will say, you ain't fought nobody. And then everybody know in the beginning of your stages, you don't fight nobody. Claressa, you had the same opponents that Laila Ali had. She knocked her opponents out. You went to the decision with your opponents. You got the skills, she got the power and the skill. The only thing diabolical about this is that picture of her daddy in the back.
promising these knockouts and focus on her own strengths, because that's not one of them, and that's okay. So I ignored her PR stunts the same way I always have. They never got a response from me regarding a fight. So then she decides to throw a couple more lies into the story.
Hey Claressa, how you doing today?
Laila and her representatives has told us no. Like the answer is no. She doesn't want to fight, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
Hey, every time I see Papoose next to Claressa, I just hear Umar Johnson. You don't find that suspicious? Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, goddammit, you don't find that suspicious, goddammit. He just looks like a handler. That's just me, allegedly. You know, I'm just saying, I'm just talking. I'm giving my observation of what I see and what's popping in my head. The nigga looks like a handler. That's swagger of a handler. This is crazy.
And that she's scared. I'm moving on with my career, and I'm happy that she said no. I really didn't want to have to put the pause on her anyway. You know, she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. But
you see that? That's where she's living in her head movies. She's not trying to live out here and keep her name tied to yours. She don't want to be associated with you. What the hell are you talking about? She ain't even mentioning you. This is you wanting to be tied to Laila Ali. Everything that Claressa Shields is saying, she's projecting, and it's the flip-flop. It's the opposite. She's living in the head movies. Crazy. Too many punches to the head. Listen to her ass. She over here wilding. It's crazy. And don't try to put hands on me either, Pap. I'm just giving my thought process.
That's fine.
You know, he be out here punching on folks. Goddamn it, I bob and weave on your ass, but them dudes, nah, he ain't lying on them streamers and all that. They little asses be disrespectful in society, but then they gonna call it a prank at the end of the day. How the hell you? And I'll be watching these shits. I'll be looking at with them with the wife, and we be like, that ain't no goddamn prank. That's disrespectful. How the hell you gonna walk up to me, knock my food out my hand, put your chest on my chest, and say, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And then when a person presses you, I'm about to clean your ass up. It's just a prank, bro. Nah, it's just a prank. What? That's not no damn prank. The hell you talking about? So y'all tripping? Hell nah. Slap all they ass.
I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that she's scared. I'm moving on with my career, and I'm happy that she said no. I really didn't want to have to put the pause on her anyway. You know, she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. But I'm Claressa Shields, and right.
See, that's the problem right there. I'm young and I'm popping, trying to be cool, trying to fit in. We all seen Making Good in Video Girl. Am I lying? We seen Making Good in Video Girl. We know how this plays out.
Right now it's my time, and she wants to keep her name connected to mine to keep, you know, selling whatever she's selling.
You know, clout thing, using your name.
It's absolutely clout.
Do you think she's scared to fight you?
Laila is scared to fight me, and I would be scared to fight.
How the hell is Laila Ali saying scared to fight you when she sat there and said she's not even thinking about boxing? I'm not trying to come back to the ring. And as far as y'all asking me questions about the women's boxing, I don't see anyone there on my level, on my skill, who can beat me. In real time, this is interesting.
Absolutely clout.
Do you think she's scared to fight you?
Laila is scared to fight me, and I would be scared to fight me too. I get it.
Now she knows I'm not afraid of her. Nobody is. AB fights at 130 pounds, and she was willing to face her.
Oh yeah. Remember the response video from Claressa Shields? She threw Alicia Baumgartner under the bus because you know they be beefing. And the way she threw Alicia Baumgartner under the bus, because she brung up how Laila Ali took a picture with Alicia Baumgartner and she tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug, and you can see Laila Ali standing next to this woman. So that was the attempt of Claressa Shields trying to smear the name and the image of Laila Ali, saying she stands with women who disrespect boxing by taking steroids, because Laila Ali said Claressa Shields is a bad representation in and outside of the ring. So Claressa came back and said, I've never had a mugshot, I've never been to jail. That don't mean you still not a bad representation of the culture. I mean, look at you. All we got to do is go to your performance on 106 and sports, but we got plenty of more in the build up. But me and a wife, we've been following you for a very long time. We seen the switch up. That's why I'm breaking it down, letting y'all know what the hell is going on. We seen when you start acting goofy. But Alicia Baumgartner, they threw her in the mix, so now she gonna get her clout. And you know what they call her in boxing? Miss Alicia Baumgartner.
Franchon gave her a tough fight and has been calling her out ever since. She's 1-1 with Marshall, who's eager for a rematch.
She ain't 1-1 to Marshall. I hate when they try to bring her into the amateurs. No, Laila Ali. Marshall beat her in the amateurs as a professional where it counts. Claressa Shields is 1-0. Don't discredit her and disrespect the GOAT like that.
She's 1-1 with Marshall, who's eager for a rematch. Gabriel's dropped her and has been calling her out.
And Gabriel put her down, right hand sent her on the canvas. Facts.
Too. Shadeja Green would be a great matchup, and she's on her hit list.
Shadeja Green got exposed by Franchon Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, Chris Cyborg, she ain't playing. She calling Chris Cyborg out. That's Miss PFL herself. Ground and pound your ass with a spinning elbow. Remember, over here, if I get knocked out, we break down all combat sports, any and everything that got to do with hands being put on the next man and woman. I'm gonna be right there calling a live play-by-play, being right there calling a live blow-by-blow, be right there doing a live commentary. Let's get back to it. Look, I'm getting comfortable with this shit now. Let's get it.
Even MMA champion Chris Cyborg wants to step into the boxing ring to face her. 54-year-old Chevelle Hallback has been issuing challenges. No.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Laila Ali 48. And they talking about Miss Hellback. She's 54, ladies and gentlemen. So hell yeah, she's still active calling out Claressa. And you see Claressa ain't talking about her, talking about remember Claressa, but like ain't nobody trying to fight no elderly woman. You need to have that same energy for Laila Ali. Talking about then at the same breath, she'll say coming back like she ain't trying to fight me. She's scared of me and ducking me. I thought you didn't want to fight no elderly woman. Living in her head movies.
Nobody is scared of her.
We're in a generation now where the women fight each other.
Yeah.
We don't duck each other. And back in her generation, that's all she did.
So Laila Ali is saying Claressa Shields is ducking smoke from all these women. And in the same breath, like she always do, talking out the side of her neck, like how the elders say. Now you can see posing out the side of her neck is Laila Ali. Trying to force classy.
Nobody is. AB fights at 130 pounds and she was willing to face her. Franchon gave her a tough fight and has been calling her out ever since. She's 1-1 with Marshall, who's eager for a rematch. Gabriel's dropped her and has been calling her out too. Shadeja Green would be a great matchup and she's on her hit list.
I agree with all of that except for Savannah Marshall. Savannah, she said her and Claressa Shields is 1-1. No. Claressa Shields in professional is 1-0. She's trying to talk about the amateurs too. When you get to the professional realm, you don't add the amateurs. I hate when people do that. That's what they did with Vasily Lomachenko. He had 400 plus amateur fights. He must be the greatest. And then his ass retired. What is he? 11-3. Like what? How the fuck? No, sit down.
Even MMA champion Chris Cyborg wants to step into the boxing ring to face her. 54-year-old Chevelle Hallback has been issuing challenges. Nobody is scared of her.
We're in a generation now where the women fight each other.
Yeah.
We don't duck each other. And back in her generation, that's all she did. So I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's y'all champion.
Oh, but later that same day, wearing that same outfit.
This is facts, ladies and gentlemen. This is crazy and wild work. Oh yeah. Up 2 on her, ladies and gentlemen. Laila Ali. No, this is round 3. So yeah, about to go up another round. About to go up 3 rounds to 0 is Laila Ali.
She says this.
She hasn't responded. He hasn't responded.
That's crazy work. Let me rewind it. That's crazy work. Wow.
And she's on her hit list. Even MMA champion Chris Cyborg wants to step into the boxing ring to face her. 54-year-old Chevelle Hallback has been issuing challenges. Nobody is scared of her.
We're in a generation now where the women fight each other.
Yeah.
We don't duck each other. And back in her generation, that's all she did. So I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's y'all champion.
Oh, but later that same day, wearing that same outfit, she says this.
Caught red-handed. How you gonna go rob the liquor store in the same puffed up black jacket? with the red patch on the side, with the tear by the shoulder blade, and expect not to get caught. Walking 2 stores down from the store you just hit. This is why it worked.
She hasn't responded. He hasn't responded, and I feel like the answer is like a no.
All right, I know the lies. She never got an answer. And I know they wanted to create this narrative that I was scared and she lost track of her message points for the day. She says I've been using her name to stay relevant because she's popping and I just want to keep my name attached to hers.
Ali, Laila Ali, Laila Ali, Laila Ali, Laila Ali, Laila Ali, Laila Ali, Laila.
They editors is having a battle with one another because Claressa Shields and her last little clapback and her clapback responding to part 1 of For the Let the Record Show. She said Laila Ali just keep putting my name in her mouth, and then they had clips of Laila Ali talking about Claressa Shields, Claressa Shields, Claressa Shields, Claressa Shields, and now Laila just did the same thing to Claressa. Laila Ali. So they over here they need to sit there, both their ass need to just go sit y'all asses down.
Her message points for the day. He says I've been
But I'm gonna be right here because this content.
Using her name to stay relevant because she's popping and I just want to keep my name attached to hers.
Ali, Laila 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 Ali is Laila Ali, Laila is Laila Ali. And Laila Ali, Laila Ali, Laila is Laila. Me and Laila, Laila Ali, Laila Ali.
And I didn't respond to her stunts at all. Y'all know. Now you heard her say out her own mouth she was moving on. That I was irrelevant. She didn't.
I'm moving on. Who was that? That's Maya. Remember Maya? I'm moving on. I'm moving on. And then if you go look at that video now, those was kids, and look how they was portraying them kids. Sicko.
Need me. She had so much going on, so many fights.
Had them in high school though. They was in the class with the book bag and the bookmarks, but then just go look at the video. You'll be like, oh my God, they are sick.
So much money to be made. And I thought, great. But here she comes again.
Laila is first on my list. That's what I want first. Okay.
Hold on, we got to make it make sense. Let's rewind it, ladies and gentlemen. She just said right here, and now she's just talking out of her mouth, living inside of her head movies.
Each other, and back in her generation, that's all she did. So I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's y'all champion.
That's y'all champion, and the fight ain't gonna happen. And then watch this.
Now you heard her say out her own mouth she was moving on. That I was irrelevant. She didn't need me. She had so much going on, so many fights, so much money to be made. And I thought, great. But here she comes again.
Laila is first on my list. That's what I want first. Okay. Me and Laila has had some back.
Oh, and you seen her friend behind her. I just found out recently that this means clock it. And that's what the her homegirl in the background is did. She said the clock it or the T or whatever they be talking about.
But here she comes again.
Laila is.
Look at the homegirl behind her, and they always tilt the neck.
First on my list. That's what I want first. Okay.
Uh-oh, they trying to clock it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tapping in, ladies and gentlemen. You better believe it. I'm figuring all this shit out because I'm about to get on this internet and feast and eat. Let's get it.
Me and Laila has had some back and forth for some years now. And to me, there is no question about who the greatest woman of all time is. It's me.
It's you say. Age difference, obviously. 17 years in boxing is a significant age difference.
I think even Laila Ali and her.
Ain't she been retired for 17 years? Been retired for 17 years older than Claressa Shields, and you over here trying to fight a woman 17 years older than you. Damn near almost 50. It's an L for Claressa, and she don't see it. She just needs to bail out now. She needs to be like Drake. When everybody was telling him, just bail out now, bro. Just bail out now. This is us. Listen to me, sis. Bail out. It's over. Unless she decides to fight you. If she ain't trying to fight you, let it go. Because you looking down bad in these breakdowns.
Her prime couldn't beat me in the fight. And I think that she is great. She is great. You know, I think that she can fight. She's a bigger woman than me. She's taller. As you see, she's 5'11". I'm 5'8", 5'9". And she has, it's 824.
A 70.5-inch arm reach, and she got way more knockouts than you. I think she got 20 more knockouts than Claressa Shields off the top of my head. I could be wrong. Y'all can check it for me.
No, but her record is 24-0, 21 knockouts, I believe.
Yes, I stated that earlier. I stand correct.
My record is 17-0 with, I think, 3 knockouts. Listen, Laila, it's not no hard feelings. I just want to know who the best is.
17-0 with 3 knockouts, but then previously the same mouth, the same woman, she said, I can't wait to get in there and knock out Claressa Shields. You ain't knocking nobody out. So you like, she even lies on herself. So if she's willing to lie on herself, she gonna lie on everybody around her. Crazy work. And that's not me bashing or nothing. I'm just reacting to a video in real time because I don't watch these. I'm off the top of the dome. This is me.
And the only way to figure out who the best is to fight.
But she don't wants to fight. You just said, I don't think the fight is gonna be made. I'm not trying to fight this woman. She back and forth. She don't know what to do. Claressa, it all makes sense, and I have to make it make sense. She's battling within herself. That force within her, the aggressive one, the male Claressa, known as Clarenzo, that's the one saying, I want to fight her, I want to get her. And then Claressa is like, no, leave her alone, let her live her life. I look up to her. So she's going back and forth. Smeagol and Gollum going on right now in the head of Claressa Shields, aka Clarenzo.
We ain't gotta keep talking. You don't have to keep.
Now, let me put this in perspective. This was before she lost the hope that I might fight her. So she tried to speak more respectfully and polished, and she did what her team told her. But then 2 months later, the mask came off again.
That's not gonna happen.
Come on now, listen.
Did she turn the money down?
She did. Laila Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
no, come on, we ain't gonna do that.
No, that is right.
Come on, Laila can rumble though.
She can't rumble like Ann Wolf. I said who's the best from that era. Ann Wolf would have knocked Laila Ali out. You know, she would have knocked Laila oh so pretty ass out. Laila oh so pretty ass out.
That's the hate right there that dwells within. Everybody see her as classy, ladylike, and she's pretty. To me, the Claressa, and I hate that because I want to be Laila Ali.
That's the truth.
Now that was the real her. I've never been concerned with who was regarded as the best or the greatest or who had the most accolades
or who was the prettiest.
Titles. I really haven't.
You've competed on so many high levels. What's it feel like to be an undefeated champ?
It feels good. Yeah. I mean, anytime I think you work hard at your skill, you guys know how that is.
Absolutely.
And this is 2017, y'all.
And to be able to reach that level, you know, that peak of.
And this is 10 years post-retirement because Laila Ali retired in 2007. And this interview is 2017, 10 years after retirement. And what was Claressa Shields doing in 2017? Y'all do the math.
Being one of the best, it's an amazing feeling. So.
Or the best.
Yeah.
Or the best.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm happy just being one of. My father always said he.
Boom, humble and modest. I'm not trying to claim and be myself as the best. I'm just happy to be mentioned, just to be one of. It's just like the Bible said, I'm one of. They just look over that.
He was the best. That wasn't really my thing. My thing is I want to be the best in my weight class. I want to be undefeated, and I want to be a world champion. And those things I attain. So call it what you want to.
Amen.
So, yeah. I will say, becoming a WBC champion, like my father and so many greats before him, was an accomplishment that I will always be proud of. Every female fighter who wins a WBC title receives her belt with my face displayed on it.
Hey, so yeah, go look at your WBC belt right now, Claressa. My face is on it. And that's another thing. Every WBC belt Claressa Shields got, she probably looking at Laila Ali. So Laila Ali technically that's been running in the mind of Claressa Shields since the interview in the amateurs. Ooh, the little girl now turned into the grown woman with the spotlight, looking to turn on the one she looked up to. Y'all heard J. Cole, what he looking like? So I think he said turned into God and I'm slowly losing my religion or something like that. I'm messing that whole thing up. Let's get back to it. Laila Ali's face is on every WBC belt. And right now the WBC heavyweight champion is who? Claressa Shields. So she got a belt and Laila Ali is living in her house sleeping right next to her ass and she don't even know it. It's spooky. It's All Hallows Eve. Let's get All Hallows Eve. Let's go crazy. Goddamn it, kids pumped up for trick-or-treating. I'm pumped up for trick-or-treating, ladies and gentlemen. Be like, trick-or-treat. Going in with my bag and all that. I'm like, come on, babies. Let's bring the babies with them from the oldest one to the smallest one. Everybody put your bag up. And then as soon as we get home, let daddy check your bag. And then I take out all the best pieces for me. Because they don't need to be eating candy like that anyway.
Now that truly is something special to me. So, did her plan work?
No.
Did she make me mad enough to come out of retirement after 18 years and start training again to make her dream of fighting me and having a big payday courtesy of Laila Ali come true?
Hell nah, she ain't coming out. Oh, see, that lets you know right there. Laila Ali ain't bringing back to the ring because that's falling into the hands of Claressa Shields, and that is what she wants the most. So what she wants the most, I'm not giving it to her. And if I do come back, I'll fight on her undercard, not her, just to piss her off even more. There you go. We rocking with Laila on this one.
Absolutely not. After years of blatant lies and vile disrespect, making unsolicited negative remarks about me, questioning the legitimacy of my boxing legacy, and having the audacity to cross the line by disrespecting my deceased father, trying to use...
You disrespecting your deceased father with lipstick on him right now in front of the world. Masculine male figure that stood up in front of the world and stood up to the world to let your life be better than what it would have been. So shout out to Pops and take that damn picture off the wall. I wanted to say something else, but I had to stop myself mid-sentence.
Use his name to discredit his daughter.
Listen, Muhammad Ali would never. Her daddy would never. Her daddy would never. Maybe she don't have that in her genes.
She will not be rewarded with the opportunity to share the ring with me or anything else. There's your answer.
Hey, so there's your answer, ladies and gentlemen. No, I will not get into the ring and fight her ass because that's what she would like. That's what she want, and I'm not giving it to her. Stop asking me. I am not fighting Claressa Shields because that is exactly what she wants, and I'm not falling in. I'm gonna have her ass soaking for the rest of her life. You can never be better than me. I'm Ali. I'm Laila. Keep my name in your mouth and keep my picture on your belt, that WBC belt that you wear around your waist. Laila up 3-0, a shutout.
When I was still active, I held boxing in the highest regard. It's what I did full time. I put all of my energy and focus into it. I wasn't distracted, trying to do a little of this and a little of that. I was locked in, dedicated, disciplined, mastering my craft. I had the best of the best. Excellent trainers, including Buddy McGirt.
Buddy McGirt. Right now, Buddy McGirt, he over there in the United Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. He over there working with the British fighters, putting that sauce over there in the United Kingdom. So shout out to Buddy McGirt.
Roger Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather Sr., who all held me to a very high standard. Boxing is in my DNA, and it will always be my first love. Now, after all this she's put me through, I would never partner or collaborate with her on anything.
There you go, and that's your answer. I would never partner or do anything with this woman because she is a disrespectful little girl who doesn't deserve my grace. Ladies and gentlemen, you got your answer. Laila Ali. Let the world know that no, damn your 15 million. You could have gave me $100 million check. I would never share the ring with your ungrateful little ass. Laila Ali playing no games. That's the end of the reaction. There's your answer. Laila Ali is not coming back to the sport. So you know Claressa Shields is pissed off. Now it's time for Claressa Shields to go sit in the corner and have that conversation with the Green Goblin.
I chose my path, you chose the way of the hero. And they found you amusing for a while, the people of this city. But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you. Why bother?
It's sad, but true. Spoke her mind and let it be known. Up 3-0 right now is Laila Ali. And I will say it, she's up 4-0 because she just negated and neglected, vetoed all that shit that Claressa Shields was talking about. Your $15 million offer, I don't want it. Let the record know and let the record show that I don't want anything to do with Claressa Shields, including getting in a ring with her little disrespectful ass. And everybody know that I would have whooped her ass if we would have fought, and I'm just gonna let it be. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Claressa Shields then took another L. Let me know in the comments section what y'all think about this whole ordeal. Have a good one.